Good morning. My name is Trevor Brown, and I will be presenting our 3 to 5 year cybersecurity strategy for Turbo Blitz AI Tech Machine, T-Beta. This plan is designed to defend our systems, but also to position our cybersecurity strategy as a core business enabler to safeguard innovation, property, and client trust. As you all know, T-Batum's mission is to accelerate innovation through intelligent machines, AI, that enhances operational speed, decision making accuracy, and long term business resilience, just to make businesses more strengthened in their cybersecurity and other functions. Our vision is to become a top Fortune 500 automation leader in logistics and manufacturing. Cybersecurity plays a strategic role in these goals. Without these protections in place, AI driven innovations, priority models, and client data is vulnerable to persistent threats. This plan will help to innovate, maintain trust of our consumers, and the integrity of our operations altogether. Effective security planning requires professional discourse, consistent dialogue, and open communication that adapts to our audience. Executives need to receive information that discusses risk, return on investment, ROI, and compliance impact, because these are important things to the organizational withstanding and maintenance. Technical teams need to be provided standards, procedures, and requirements. And our clients are consumers who trust us. They need reassurance, they need transparency to maintain their confidence in our services. We want to follow a structured writing process. First, we draft, then we review. After that, we approve to make sure that everything is good to go, and then we update. This ensures accuracy and alignment. Design elements include dynamic visuals, flowcharts, and concise formatting so that information is both understandable, actionable, quick, and reliable. Our information security plan is broken into 3 phases: operational, tactical, and strategic. Operational is years 1 through 2, where we'll do asset inventories and data classification. From there, we'll implement patches to fix some of our older legacy systems. We'll expand multi-factor authentication, and we'll deploy endpoint detection devices. Tactical is years 2 to 3. We will strengthen our zero trust infrastructure. We'll conduct regular vendor security reviews, all in effort to expand our encryption coverage across the entire system for more security. Strategic would be years 3 through 5. We'll mature our business continuity plan to establish internal intelligent programs. This will enable us to embed a security by design into AI product development, which will help our organization's goals overall. Key players, key roles in the implementation are required at all levels, from the board of directors down to all employees. We have the board of directors who will approve the funding and oversee the risk altogether. Under the board of directors, we'll have the CEO, who will help with the security, aligning it with organizational strategy and the organizational goals as a whole. The CISO and the CIO will work in conjunction to lead the cybersecurity programs to make sure that they comply with NIST cybersecurity frameworks, and they ultimately secure the IT infrastructure completely. We'll have our functional managers who will make sure that compliance is held across the board, and then the security teams who will monitor the security overall, and everything that is happening, while all employees are expected to understand and comply with the standards that are necessary and report incidences as they come up. For our governance and frameworks, we will be using the NIST as a framework for our foundation, in conjunction with the ISO 27001 integration to formalize our controls and our readiness for compliance overall. This will help to further mitigate a lot of risk from persistent threats. With the core function of the NIST, which is to identify, detect, respond, and recover. We will have compliance benefits and then also operational benefits. They'll be standardized. We'll have auditable processes and layered controls that will help us meet our objectives. For this all to work, we will have to communicate to solve our problems. We'll address these problems through a structured approach. We'll detect the threats and any alerts that come about. We'll analyze these alerts and threats for their root causes. That will help us to provide solutions to these issues and concerns, which will then communicate amongst each other to create a environment for rapid resolution and clear accountability so that we can hold those accountable to the standard. Finally, we want to align back to our mission and our vision. We have to remember that cybersecurity, security in general, is not just a defense mechanism. It helps us better our organization as a whole. This requires trust in our systems and each other. We have to mature our cybersecurity infrastructure, as it will be a market differentiator when we look to be a top company in automation and AI. This plan altogether will increase our intellectual property safeguard mechanisms. It will take care of client and consumer data as necessary, and it'll allow us to be operational and running throughout threats as we continue in this environment. Distinguishing our governance tools is important. Policies, these are high level directives set by the leadership. Standards, these are mandatory. They're technical and operational requirements. These have to happen just as well as the policies, but the standards are a set of what needs to be done to meet these policies. There are guidelines that will hold each other to. These are recommended best practices that work across many industries. And then we'll have procedures, step by step instructions within the guidelines to help even the least end user at the bottom understand what the requirements are and the standards that they're trying to meet. We'll ground all of these in the NIST CSF and the ISO 27001. This will ensure that we are following the best of the best practices to meet our business objectives as a whole. To conclude this brief, I want to remind everybody that cybersecurity is an important function in the elongation of a business and how it will traverse the cyber world as well as the business world to be the best of the best of the best. Cybersecurity enables innovation. This is exactly why this is important. And it also protects the trust that we're trying to maintain with our consumers and our end users. This plan will mitigate risks. It'll strengthen our competitive position amongst other companies, and it will support the overall mission of the organization monetarily as well. I recommend immediate approval and funding so we can begin to execute this operational phase without any delay. Thank you for your time, and please let me know if you have any questions.